Hello, I'm Tori, and today we're at the top of Boulder Hill in the Black Hills of South Dakota. It looks like it might rain, so we'll make this a quick, short session. It'll be pretty invigorating to warm ourselves up. I just have been on a hike, but if you guys are just waking up or if this is your first yoga practice of the day, and then this is a great way to get the blood flowing and to get the body moving. So we'll just start off in a seated position. You can choose to crisscross applesauce or sit on top of your feet. Gently close down the eyes and just begin to connect with the breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Centering ourselves here on our mats. Maybe setting an intention for class today. Or maybe just choosing to focus in on the breath. And as we focus in on that breath, notice the way your lungs fill up with fresh air. Way your chest drops as you exhale. Start to bring some movement into this breath. So on the inhale, we'll reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, reach the arms down and bow. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, reach the arms down. They can come in front of you. Reaching up on that inhale. Or they can come behind you, almost as if we're in airplane arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching that chest down. A few more in your own breath and own time. We'll inhale one more time, really looking up. And exhale, we'll fold forward. We'll bring the hands in front of us. We'll lift the hips up slightly off the ground, bringing the knees underneath the hips. We'll reach the arms really far out, and we'll come into a puppy pose. So grounding down through those fingertips, bringing the chest towards the mat. Hips stay nice and high here. And then we'll slowly begin to pull ourselves forward to the front of the mat, bringing the belly down flat on the mat. The hands can come underneath the shoulders. We'll inhale, come into a baby cobra. Place the tops of the feet onto the mat, nice and light in the hands. And then exhale, we'll lower down. We'll bring the hands nice and wide, light on those fingertips. We'll do some cobra swims. Inhale, lifting up the chest. Light in the hands, exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up, bringing those shoulder blades back, shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up, feeling strong through those legs and that lower back. Exhale. Taking a few more at your own pace and in time with your own breath. Imagine as you inhale, your breath is inflating you up, and as you exhale, you're slowly floating to the ground, like a lost balloon maybe. Inhale, reaching for that sky. Exhale, finding yourself grounded. We'll take one more. And lower down, we'll press up through our knees and come into our first downward facing dog. Feel free to walk it out here, bending one knee and then the other. My nose is a little bit snotty. It's about 55, 58 degrees Fahrenheit here in South Dakota. So it makes for a good ujjayi breath. We'll inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet up towards the hands, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, making the body a number 7. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the hands, coming into chair pose. Bringing the biceps close to the ears, still pulling those shoulder blades down and away, feeling the weight drop back into the heels. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, we'll press to stand mountain pose. Taking a breath here, centering in our feet, grounding in our feet. And on the next inhale, we'll reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, gold post the arms, open up the chest, lift the gaze towards the sky. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Inhale, rock the body forward. Exhale, your choice to lower down knees, chin, chest, and take baby cobra. Or if you're ready, you can lower down halfway, taking chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Exhale, walk the feet up towards the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop the knees, lift the hands, chair pose. Beautiful. We'll bring the right hand forward and the left hand back here. Coming into a slight twist, really reaching those hands in opposite directions. Sinking low into your chair. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, open to the opposite side. Inhale, reaching out in opposite directions. Exhale, sinking nice and low. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, press to stand. Mountain pose. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, goal post the arms. Heart rises towards the sky. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back. High plank, your choice of flow. Maybe take chaturanga dandasana as you exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, walking the feet up towards the hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the hands, chair pose. Reaching up with the hands, dropping the hips. Once again, we'll take that twist, bringing the right hand forward, the left hand back. And if you'd like a little bit more, you can bring the hands to heart center and then bring the right elbow on the outside of that left knee. Sinking down low, opening up that chest. Inhale, growing long through that spine and the top of the head. Exhale, sinking low in the hips. One more breath here. And then inhale, we'll come back to center. You can bring the hands up overhead if you would like, remembering to release the elbows on that tension that we like to hold there. And then we'll twist to the other side, bringing the left hand in front and the right hand back. Once again, if you'd like a little bit more, bring the hands to heart center, and then bring the left elbow to the right knee. Remembering to breathe here, gaze can be out towards the side. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me in the wind. One more breath through the nose. Weight sinking into those heels. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, sink nice and low. Inhale, really reaching with those fingertips. And exhale, press to stand mountain pose. We'll take a breath here. Rounding down through those feet. Relaxing those shoulders. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, and once again, we'll take your choice of flow. Inhaling to your back bend, and exhaling to downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll come into some standing poses. We'll start with the left side, so inhale, bring that left foot up, three-legged downward dog. If you'd like to open up that hip, you can bend the knee and twist slightly that hip open towards the left side, dropping the heel towards the right glute. Trying to keep that body square to the mat. Beautiful. Still pressing that chest back towards the upper thigh. Inhale, we'll straighten that back leg. Exhale, bring it through, and then gently plant that foot in between the hands. And we'll press up right away into our high crescent lunge. Arms are by the ears or down at heart center. Relaxing through those shoulders, sinking through those hips, feeling strong through both the front and the back leg. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, we'll fold forward, airplane arms and torso, opening up nice and wide here. Strong through that front leg. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, bring the chest forward. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, chest and arms up. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, bowing forward. Once more, going nice and tall and long, creating space. And then we'll hold here for a breath. Nice and low, strong through that abdomen, strong through the front and the back leg. Then we'll reach the hands out in front. Frame the front foot. We'll ground down through that right hand. Lift the left hand up. Beautiful. Exhale, bring that left hand down. We'll step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop the hips. Lift the hands, chair pose. No twist here, just sinking down nice and low into those hips. And on your next exhale, we'll press to stand, dropping the hands, mountain pose. And the next inhale, reach the hands up, look up. Feel free to take a back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, and just move through your own flow. Remember, this is your practice. Feel free to make it completely and 100% your own. Meeting in downward facing dog. We'll come into that right side, lifting that right leg up, coming into 3-legged downward dog. Feel free to bend the knee and open the hip, dropping the right heel towards the left glute. Beautiful 3-legged downward dogs. Beautiful open hips. Remembering to stay connected with your breath here. Inhale, coming back to that 3-legged down dog if you're not there already. Inhale, we'll bring that knee in towards the chest. Place the foot gently down in between the hands and pressing up into that high crescent lunge. Ooh, try not to let the wind blow you over. Once again, feeling so strong through those legs, strong through that left leg that's straight behind you, strong through that right hip. Once Once again, we'll inhale, reaching up towards the sky, and then exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, bowing forward. So we're really bending from the hips here. Still growing long and tall through that spine. The legs are not moving at all. Knees are staying exactly where they are. Inhaling once more. Exhale, fold. And holding here. Open chest, arms out behind us. Reaching the hands out in front of us. And then we'll bring the hands down, frame that front foot, rounding through that left hand, lift the right hand up, opening up that hip. And exhale, bring that right hand down. We'll step the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. On the next inhale, we'll reach the hands up, look up. Exhale, we'll drop the hips, keep the hands raised, coming into chair pose. We'll bring the hands to heart center and we'll twist towards the left, hooking that right elbow over if that's available to you. And then from here, we're gonna move into a twisted high crescent lunge. So we're gonna ground down through that left foot, maintaining that twist. And we're gonna gently lift up the right foot and then bring it back behind us, feeling nice and strong. Woo! Knowing that it's okay to fall over. Keeping your focus, maintaining that breath. Beautiful. Feel free to open up the arms. Taking a dragonfly arm here. And we'll bring the hands back to center. Bring the chest back up to center. Arms can stay at heart center, maybe up above the head. And on your next exhale, we'll open up to a warrior two. Inhale, we'll reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Teeing out those arms, strong front leg. Pulling them out in opposite directions. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, side angle pose, growing long through both side bodies. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Exhale, sinking nice and low. And on the next inhale, we'll straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward and then down, triangle pose. Once again, going long through both side bodies. Inhale, bending through the front knee, come into reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Stay nice and strong here. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach forward and down, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. We'll do that sequence one more time. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach forward and down, triangle pose. Inhale, bend through the front knee, reverse warrior. Exhale, this time we'll rotate the hands down, frame that front foot, and feel free to take your choice of flow, meeting however you would like, back and downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step or jump to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, we'll reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, sink the hips nice and low into our chair pose. So we'll do exactly what we did on the other side, bringing the hands to heart center, taking that twist towards the right, hooking that elbow over the knee. And then I like to find one unmoving spot towards the front of my mat, ground down through that right foot, and then send that left foot back. Ooh, that was much better on this side. Just taking that little extra time for focus and centering yourself before you make that movement can make so much difference. We just take an extra minute in our days to really feel focused and present in the moment. You might find that we can give a little bit more of ourselves, challenge ourselves just that extra inch. Feel free to open up the hands here to our nice, beautiful dragonfly wings. Then we'll inhale, come to center, into our high crescent lunge. Maybe bring the arms up overhead, and exhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Finding yourself nice and centered in your warrior two. And then inhale, we'll reach back into our reverse warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front knee and reaching forward and down, triangle pose. Growing nice and long through those side bodies here. Maybe taking time to notice the difference of the right side from the left side. Inhale, we'll come back to reverse warrior, bending through that front knee. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Reach forward and down, triangle pose. Inhale, bend through that front knee. Reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reaching forward and down, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach forward and down, triangle pose. Inhale, bend through that front knee, come into reverse warrior, and this time we'll rotate those hands down, frame that front foot, and once again take your choice of flow, remembering to stay with your breath here, and eventually meeting in our downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose, feel free to exhale everything out through the mouth here. And this time as you exhale, we'll come high up onto the toes, and then we'll bring the knees to the mat, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Maybe taking this time to recenter with yourself. If you would set an intention for class, coming back to that intention. Inhale, we'll look forward, ground down through those hands, pull ourselves up into downward facing dog. We'll start with the right side this time, so we'll lift that right leg up. Exhale, bring it in between the hands. We'll stay here in our low lunge. Our left leg will stay nice and high, and we'll press up immediately into a half standing splits. So grounding down through those hands and that front foot, We'll feel nice and strong. We'll lift up that left leg. Gently straighten that right leg. And then fold forward towards that ground and towards that knee. Try to keep your hips nice and square towards the mat. Maybe bring the hands in towards the ankle. Maybe not, knowing it's again okay to shake. Wherever you might be, just finding your point of drishti. Bring the right hand in front of us. Feel free to use a block here if you would like, and then we'll begin to open up the hips, lifting that left arm up, coming into a half moon. Beautiful, long through both side bodies. And I'm going to use this rock here to help me balance. Nice to be out in nature. You get your own personal blocks. And then from here we'll bend through that front knee and we'll come immediately into our warrior two. Kind of bring that back foot down nice and slow. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, we'll rotate the hands down. And once again, your choice of flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting that left foot up this time. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. And once again, finding your balance here. Feeling strong through that left foot and that left hip. And then when you're ready, lifting that right leg up, straightening that left leg, and folding forward from the hips. Bringing your chest towards that left knee, into our standing splits on the left-hand side. Trying to still breathe through your nose if that's available to you. And then from here we'll come, if you'd like to grab the ankle, feel free to do that now. If you haven't done so already, pulling yourself a little bit closer. And then slowly begin to transition into your half moon, bringing that left hand a little bit further out in front and then lifting that right hand up, opening towards that right hand side, going long through both side bodies. Once again, finding that point of drishti. Taking long, even breaths here, using your breath to help you balance. When we're ready, we'll begin to bend through that front knee, gently placing the back foot on the ground. Beautiful control there. Inhale, coming into reverse warrior. Exhale, rotate the hands down, frame that foot, and take your choice of flow. Inhaling to your upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll look forward. Exhale, we'll begin to walk the feet up towards the hands. Slowly bringing the feet wider and wider and wider. Coming into a wide-legged forward hold. Our feet should be about at the edges of the mat. Then we'll bring the hands to heart center. We'll bring a flat back. And then we'll begin to bend through those knees, bringing the hips down. Coming into Malasana, our yogi squat. Lifting that gaze up. Lifting that chest. Really pressing through those knees. Make a nice and open heart. Feel free to take crow pose if that's in your practice here. But if not, you can just sit here in Malasana, really bringing that gaze up. Feet can turn out, dropping that tailbone. We'll bring the hands down to the mat. We'll lift the hips up. If you're in crow pose, just find your way here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll step back into a downward facing dog. We'll inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, bring it through. We'll come into pigeon pose here. Sitting up nice and tall, and then folding forward, maybe making a pillow for your head. Nice long spine here. Breathing into that space and that left hip. Noticing where you might be holding tension and just allowing yourself to sink heavy here. Inhale, gently press yourself back up. We'll tuck those back toes under, lift that left leg up, open the hips. Maybe shaking up that left leg, and then finding your way to a downward facing dog. We'll come into the right side, lifting that right leg up, bending the knee, bringing it through, coming into a pigeon pose on the right hand side. Once again, sitting up nice and tall, and then folding over. You can take the same hand variation if you would like. Or you can reach the hands out long or bring them by your side, whatever's speaking to you on this side. Our bodies are often unbalanced, and that's totally okay. Just recognize what your body is calling for today in this moment. We'll begin to push ourselves back up. Tucking those back toes under and then shaking that right leg out. Eventually finding your way back to downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards the upper thighs. We'll inhale, lift those heels nice and high. Exhale, sink them low. Then we'll rack the body forward into a high plank and lower down 1 second at a time, as slow as you can go, all the way until you meet the mat. Give yourself a moment here and then slowly begin to turn onto your back. We'll tuck the feet in towards the bum, bending the knees. Feet about hip-width distance apart. And we'll inhale, lifting the hips up, coming into bridge pose. Feel free to interlace the fingers, tucking the shoulder blades slightly more under. Imagine you're squeezing an invisible block so that your knees stay hip-width distance apart. Lifting up one more time and then exhale, release and lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll bring the knees in towards the chest. And then feel free to take happy baby pose. Interlacing the feet with either the outside edges of the hands with the outside edges of the feet, or the peace fingers to the big toes. Bringing the feet towards the sky, the knees in towards the armpits. Feel free to take some extra movement here. Happy baby pose is wonderful for so many reasons. Oftentimes our feet and our hands can feel very far away from each other. But here in Happy Baby, they are connected, and they make that final bit of connection that we need for the energy to flow through us cyclically. So we can feel the heat flow through the tops of our head, all the way down, through our torso, out through our toes, and then come back into the body through our hands, whichever way you feel your body is moving. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. If there's anything else you'd like to take before we close out our practice today, feel free to do that now. But if you're ready for your final pose of practice, you can make your way to Shavasana, straightening out the legs onto the mat, letting the feet fall nice and wide, letting the hands come down by the hips, palms facing towards the sky. Heart lifted up. Releasing the tension in your body. Noticing the slowing of the breath. Slowing that control. We created a lot of heat today. So maybe noticing how that heat is leaving the body. If you'd like to grab a blanket to place over yourself, feel free to do that. As you sit here in Shavasana, just taking the time to be present and still. Just allow that beautiful energy that you created to continue to flow through the body, kindness, grace, and self-love. And if you can show yourself a little bit of self-love today, and as that energy releases from us into the world, you can also release a little bit more love into the world. I will leave you here in your Shavasana. Take your time to close out your practice as you need. Thank you so much for joining me today on top of Boulder Hill or wherever you might be. It's always a pleasure to lead you through your practice. The light in me and the light in you.